Welcome to the sportiest stream, everybody. Hopefully you all are doing well out here. You have come to the Rocket League Splash Series Tsunami Cup Week 4. We have not seen our LSS at all this week. My apologies for that. Nice to come back and to get to see some more of it. So, again, Rocket League Splash Series here, QUP Dark, Team Evil Thunder. Evil Thunder, known for playing early. This is the second time they've played at this time, actually, at 3 p.m. Eastern on a Sunday, so second time we'll get to see them here in all their glory. Let's take a look at those rosters before we talk too much about these. Again, we've seen Team Evil Thunder. Their record right now is 2-1, having come off of, I think, their first loss of the season just last week against Paradox. A Game 5 loss to them. We, again, as I mentioned, have seen them earlier this season as well. So again, we've seen Team Evil's side. It's got very good players. No amount of questions on how they're going to be able to work together. As what the captain of Risky, actually, the person that I'm going to be casting with later tonight, part of the ATS Paradise Cup 2v2 we're going to showcase. So great whenever we do get to see him later tonight. But for now, again, this is what we have here. And Evil Thunder having just suffered their first loss last week. Their wins, though, came against Next to New Chaos and 10 Exile. We saw them play against Next to New Chaos. QUP Dark, coming off of 2 straight wins, they lost to Chaos 3-2. They've beaten Paradox and Mach 10. So both these teams pretty close to each other. They both have won and lost to each other's opponents. But yeah, that sweep win over Mach 10 is going to be pretty important for QUP Dark because Mach 10 is not a bad team. Paradox themselves also not a bad team and at all. So yeah, these teams definitely. You know, again, 2-1. We're still only about halfway through the season. Still a whole lot more to go to really differentiate these teams because there's a good amount of teams that are fighting for the same spots they are. So, position we are in right now as we get a prediction poll up for all of you out there, so you can get a vote on who you think will take this series. Do you have QUP Dark of QUP Esports or have Team Evil Thunder? Choice is yours. We're just looking to get things out and ready to go, and only about a few minutes away. Prediction poll is live. So get your votes in. We think we'll take this one as. Give me a second to see if I can actually reset. I'm having some audio issues. Not a good time for that. 1 second. Is everything better now? Everything might be fixed now. Let's see if that fixes the audio issues there. I'm happy it's happening now, not during the Paradise Cup 2v2 Oregon Showcase. That would not be fun. As again, I noticed that some buzzing issues. I've had that happen before. It's something to do with my headset not connecting to my voice meter, which is where I split my audio. I think it's fixed. There we go. Yeah, it's fixed. All right, we'll get back in the lobby. There we go. Again, we'll wait on these players to join on in. As soon as they're here, we'll be good to get things go. Hopefully all of you are doing well. Get your votes in. There's a good amount of Team Evo fans that usually like to show up for the matches. And a pretty early start time, so what makes this pretty exciting for a lot of people. There's a good amount of European fans that as a few minutes away from getting everything running here. Team Evo, good friends of mine. As you all know, I do stuff with ATS and Team Evo together. Seth Palm, who is the owner of Team Evo, also one of the admins, actually one of the directors of ATS. Again, we're just looking to get things up and running very, very soon. So, again, just give us a little bit of time while we get things sorted out here. QUP Dark taking on Team Evo Thunder. So I've never seen QUP before. It's fun, but from what I've heard, this is one of those teams that could actually do some really big things for themselves. With Blazing Yeti, Goose, Serkilia, and Muktard on their roster. Team Evo Thunder have kept the same 5 players throughout the season: Risky, Tryzen, Lucky Ruggy, and Ali. Yeah, pretty fun day we have ahead of us here. I mean, again, later tonight we got the Paradise Cup 2v2 tournament, which again should be quite exciting as we're getting the calls. Both these teams have joined on in. So for QB, it's 3 Goose, Muktard, and Blazing Yeti. For Evo, it is Risky, Tryzen, and Lucky. Again, some very strong teams from both these sides. Makes sense for this being the midway point in the season, this being a pretty good test of a match. Both these teams have had decent seasons so far, so let's get right into this action. It's QUP Dark on the blue, Team Evo Thunder, who rejoined the stream for Rocket League Splash Series action. They'll be on the orange. And the rest of 5 series. A little bit of fun here in the Rocket League Splash Series before we get to the Paradise Cup 2v2 Oregon Showcase later tonight. For now, Team Evo Thunder, they're not off to a good start. That is an impressive own goal. Oh, yeah, they're not even giving me time to introduce these players. Right back into this as... I don't know how on earth Tryzen found a way to do that. It could be one of those games. Honestly, I'm all for it. As Team Evo Thunder looking for another one. Lucky double tap. Tryzen! Well, they're not going to take too long to answer back. 6 seconds later. And Team Evo Thunder, well, they're going to make sure that they put one back. Tryzen scoring on both ends of the field already. Oh dear, it's going to be one of those matches, everybody. It is going to be one of those games where I don't know what's happening. You're gonna get to see me malfunction on this field, and at least you know this is for a match like this, and it's early on as well, so we get to see the chaos of early afternoon matches as well. We don't see these very often. Evo Thunder, one of the very few teams that actually prefers to play this early. As Goose is gonna make this a lead for QUP. Risky's touch only as far as Muktard, and he does very well. You stay on that back wall, catch it in front. QUP Dark again, a pretty scary team overall. This season, you're going to see a lot of them. You're going to hear a lot about them. This is a team that is, again, new this season. There's virtually nothing known about this roster. It's not full of players that have been in RLSS before. It's just a completely new team on an org that is pretty new to us as well. QUP, based out of Montreal, which, if you don't know, is a part of Canada. Although I will say right now, what we're seeing from QUP is a very heavy, pass-oriented, off that sideball kind of playstyle. They want to put up the sideball. They're looking for these infield passes, the ways to connect to each other. All they got to do is make sure those connections stay strong, and Team Evo Thunder, who themselves love to do that too. It's going to be a battle of who's got the better passing game. Both these teams want to go for that style, at least want to go for it right now. Someone's going to be the better team in it. Right now, QUP is connected a little bit more, but are making a couple whiffs here, and they better be careful because Team Evo Thunder are definitely going to watch for those mistakes. As Tryzen, back wall, second touch, not able to get to it. As Goose, Tryzen will keep this one close. Muktard, Lucky, here's this one off the back wall as Tryzen waiting still. Blazing Yeti, into the corner, can't get around Risky, but Goose across the face the goal. QUP is trying to stay close as Muktard off the back wall has the net in sight, and he's got a 3-1 lead. QUP Dark keeps the scoring coming. And in game 1, no shortage of goal scoring opportunities here for this side. How chaotic in many ways it has been already. Exactly, these teams or what QUP was looking for. Getting those passes, getting those teamwork in the works, I should say. As halfway through already, QUP leading by 2, and again, those passes being the difference maker right now. They're a lot more composed when it comes to those that teamwork. And obviously, tell these players a good amount of experience with each other. Is it the same thing about Team Evo Lucky, but obviously it's pretty tough to keep this consistency as save by Lucky. Mocktard will put in 4 though, and it doesn't matter even if a save comes through for Evo Thunder. QUP Dark playing up in their face. Again, with how fast they are as well. Just outpacing Team Evo Thunder. QUP Dark, again, gonna look to keep this kind of play going as Lucky. Let's get around 1 off the corner now. Blazing Yeti waiting for it. He's gotta jump early though. Goose will bail him out, but QUP with a double commit. Risky now. Mocktard tries and unable to break through, and this is QUP's chance to put a punch through that midfield as Blazing Yeti gets that touch as well. Goose waiting, what a pass in front! Should be 5, saved by Tryzen as he'll get back to net. QUP back in control on defense as Tryzen bumped on Yeti, but Goose will be able to clear it away. Risky's touch gets another one. Blazing Yeti's got to get back. Tryzen unable to put it under the bar, and QUP Dark another outplay. Stopped by Lucky in the midfield. Blazing Yeti gets past Risky. Mocktard whiffed on the back line, and it's in for 5-1. QUP Dark advanced by another goal. Ryzen missed the touch, and Mocktard will put it in the top left corner. Five goals to 1, QUP Dark. Really taking full advantage of the fact that these playstyles are so similar to each other. They're just doing it a lot better right now. As Risky is going to be bumped off. Blazing Yeti. Dunked by Tryzen. Mocktard. Oh, what a redirect. That's going to go down the field. And once again, Evo Thunder have to collect, but they're not doing so well with these first touches. Every single time, if they're popping it up, feels like they're wasting time instead of trying to take control, and QUP Dark are just sitting in front of them. With every touch going away like that, it's more time for QUP Dark to get another shot on that net. Team Evo, we're going to keep up as an open goal. Blazing Yeti will add one more. And at this point for game 1, you already know it's over, but QUP Dark trying to see how many goals they can get. With how this gameplay has gone, it could be a couple more before we see the end of this one. As QUP Dark not being shut down. Again, with it being such a... with the playstyles being so similar to each other, this is not an unlikely sight for game 1. Teams want to do the same thing. They want to play pass heavy. They want to be able to connect with each other, find that chemistry. QUP Dark's doing it a lot better right now, and you can tell that by the scoreline. 6 goals to 1. QUP Dark off to a roaring start. And Team Evo Thunder are going to need to probably change things up. They may not want to be able to play that same way. As again, that's really the start of this series, and these teams still have a lot more to go for, as Team Evo Thunder are going to take a good amount of time here to reset, get everybody back in. Game number 2, they took some time there between games to talk amongst each other. But how again they've played, they're going to want to do this consistently. This is not a one-game kind of performance. Evo Thunder are going to be consistent. And they definitely have a couple tricks. They are a pretty mechanical side too. We didn't see a lot of it in game 1. You know, this team can be much more solo play focused if they are able to put their mindset to it, and it's something that we have seen before from this side, so don't consider it unlikely as what on earth is happening. QUP played all in on that offensive chance, setting a player forward for the bump. Except now they're going to be beating the midfield here as Goose will be waiting back. Lucky, challenge first, will be able to get on the end of this, but Yeti, Goose once again calls for it. Great call up there. Beats Risky. Now, space for his own. Demo in front. The bounce is awkward. In front of the nets. Blazing Yeti couldn't get there. Lucky with a clear away chance. Now he'll go for the the corner pinch. Otherwise known as the astral pinch, but couldn't get the pass in midfield. Mokhtar demoed out by Risky. Lucky. Oh, he may have caught them lacking here. The back wall is open. Yeti can't get to it. Mokhtar doesn't either. Tries in. Unable to get around Goose as QUP Dark feeling that pressure for the first time it feels this series. But they'll break out. They'll score. Blazing Yeti. And it's a 1-0 lead. A touch from Lucky. He would have thought he was doing the right thing there, but Evil Thunder weren't ready. They were all in that same corner. And there's been a little bit more time for them. You would have expected them to get back in that play. Again, QUP Dark, their speed is definitely tough to match here for Evo Thunder. One of the things that QUP is doing a lot better this series. As Mokhtar, dunked by, tries in. Goose, who's not very comfortable back here. He's going to be demoed for his efforts. Blazing Yeti. Lead with Lucky. Mokhtar to the back wall, tries in. We'll clear this one away as Goose, pinched across, was looking for Mokhtar, but now Blazing Yeti's got to go for it. Risky unable to fulfill that dunk, and once again QUP, the pace at which they get out, infield pass to Blazing Yeti, off the back wall, shots incoming, and Blazing Yeti will take this one, his second of the game. And QUP are just faster right now. I mean, the amount of time it takes for them to transition from that back wall to the corner to the net, it's fast, it's split second, and QUP Dark are just the ones who know what they're doing. Evo Thunder again. You can tell a lot more reliance on those solo plays. Still, it hasn't been enough as Lucky dunked by Mokhtar. Evo Thunder only scored once last game. They may not even get the chance this game if they continue to be shut down like this, although are trying to get demos as well. Lucky will keep it wide, but Goose, oh, what a fake, gets Lucky the bites, but no one else jumping there for QUP. They're going to take their chances for defense. As infield, Goose keeps up with Blazing Yeti. This QUP Dark control is just something else. As Blazing Yeti again, Goose redirects, will actually keep it away from the net there, and I think that's a bad decision here because Evo Thunder were the team ready to get that ball out. Really though, such as you want to see them go to a place where it's tough to reach where a team isn't expecting it. Evo Thunder were very ready to get out of defense as fast as they could. And the fact of the matter is, they're down by 2 with very little time remaining. They have to be ready at a moment's notice to get to offense and to put on very immediate pressure. Right now, they're not finding that here as Blazing Yeti keeps the offense. Evo Lucky demoed out there. Goose back in field. Risky keeps it away as Lucky's been bumped. Mokhtar wants this one, and he's got it under the bar. Goose went for the bump on Lucky. I don't know if he really thought it was going to be all that meaningful, but he slows him down just enough that Mokhtar comes through, and it already feels like game 2, maybe QUP Darks as well. All the adjustments we've seen from Team Evo Thunder, the tricks that they have not worked. QUP just playing so fast, playing with so much consistency on their chemistry. It's going to be very tough for Team Evo Thunder to be able to match them in any of those aspects. Heavy was scored this game, and well, it's not as bad as last game. They will score here, actually. Alright, I cursed them. Lucky's going to put one in. They scored once in game 1. They will get their goal for Game 2 eventually, as a whiff from Blazing Yeti. That's all that they needed. And they're only 2 goals away. There is still hope for them, but Tsunami Cup Week 4 matchup is going to be quite difficult for them to come back in as QUP Dark for yet another clear, but that one blocks in midfield. Team Evo Thunder gonna stay as close as they can, but QUP infield pass, unable to get that one. As Tryzen keeps it, gets it through Blazing Yeti. Mokhtar with another clear though, and QUP just going to stay on the better side of this one. As Goose, I don't know how that worked so well for him. Just kept it pressing against that back wall. Evo Thunder had to respect him, but they won't respect this. That shot nowhere near the nets. I don't even know if it was an attempted shot. QUP Dark gonna clear this one away as Goose looking for one more. Bounce off the back wall. Tryzen can't reach it. Doesn't matter, he'll get the dunk, but it ends Game 2. QUP Dark with another game win. 1 away from a 3-0 sweep and from advancing their record to 3-1. They swept Mach 10 last week. Many would say I think QUP Dark has been getting better every single week they've been playing. On this side, they're showing you why they're so scary. They have just such good team chemistry. You don't need to be the most mechanical team in this league to win. It really is, you just need to be the best team to win this league. You gotta think about the team, and QUP Dark's so selfless as a unit. There's no one player trying to do it all on their own. It is a team effort, and that's the big deal for QUP Dark this series. Is that everything they're doing is because it benefits the team, not the individual. You can tell it's definitely taking down Team Evo Thunder. They're faster, they're more coordinated. And Evo Thunder, they're going to be in a tough position here. They've got a reverse sweep to take this series. All starts in Game 3, and it's all going to start with 1. As that's going to bounce in for Lucky. No one challenged from QUP Dark. They'd have to kick off a pretty tough place to do so, but I would have loved to see Blazing Yeti push up and go for it earlier. Instead, he leaves the space. And no matter what Lucky does there, he's already going to be threatening that net. Evo Thunder with their first lead of the series, and it comes at the very beginning of Game 3. Now all he needs to do is keep that going. Tryzen, the back wall, another confusing play that QUP Dark weren't exactly ready for, but demoed out the way. They'll have offense here. Mokhtar, Blazing Yeti, back pass, Goose, calls for it. What a block from Risky. But Team Evo Thunder may have overcommitted. Off the back wall, awkward to get. Mokhtar, saved by Lucky. Risky comes in to keep it out. Team Evo in the same position right now. It will eventually spread out, but until that rotation, not holding up very quickly here as Lucky. Goose is jumping up. He is confident on that dunk, but he will stay on the offensive side as he'll bounce off the ceiling here. Blazing Yeti leaves it in midfield. Risky dunks by Mokhtar. QUP Dark staying upfield as Goose. Oh, and an awkward bounce off the corner. Still looking in midfield. Mokhtar has been blocked. The ball will be pinched away as Blazing Yeti. Let's stay with this one. Goose. You have to think QUP is already waiting for that Blazing Yeti there. Down to Goose. That shot has nothing on it. QUP Dark again connecting on those passes, but the shooting hasn't been there yet this game. Now they're down by a goal. Will things change for QUP Dark already? Feels like that answer is a firm no, but they haven't been able to score. They're going to need to get on that board soon as Goose. Oh, he just finds it. It just falls through here in QUP Dark. I don't know if Goose thought that was going to be enough to score. He was jumping as if he was going to get a double tap on that. He will need no such thing. And QUP, my goodness, what a start they've been off to. As Tryzen gets that flick. Oh, what a save from Mokhtar. He'll be up as just as quick. QUP Dark with control, although not for long. Evo Lucky dunking him out the way. Goose unable to get that touch. Tryzen now with space, but Goose is jumping for it as well. Very jumpy this game has been, Goose. QUP Dark as a roster themselves have always been pretty jumpy, it feels, this game. They're gonna need to jump here. Lucky though has him beat. Saved by Goose. Risky. Not on. Goose will get another block. And QUP holding down the fort. Now Mocktard. Oh, right above the ceiling. Back wall. Not in the nets. Couldn't tuck it in. And QUP flying a different way. Goose though unable to find the goal as Yeti. Risky now. Tries in. Redirect not made. Oh, but it's gonna fake the defense. And Evo Thunder will take it. They don't care how they go in. Holding their own here. QUP Dark have had issues with getting the offense started off in these games. If they don't score, since they haven't scored first, you can tell they're a bit slower here, a bit tougher to react to these plays. They've got to score again early on here, and again, that shooting itself taking a bit of a drop in quality so far. As Evo Thunder just keeping that same level, going for this game 3, and you know, I'd like to see them elevate. I don't know how consistent this can be for them. Here in game 3, it feels like it's enough as Mocktard leaving it for Blazing Yeti. QUP Dark. The first time, forced to slow down. Oh, but what a pinch! Oh, that's gonna fall in for Mocktard. Tries in at a bad first touch, and it's only gonna be compounded with that unfortunate 50-50. Oh, that is bad timing for Team Evo Thunder, but it's perfect for QUP Dark. They needed that one. Now it feels like both these teams only one goal away from winning this game. Team Evo Thunder have to win if they want to keep the series going. QUP Dark would love to see it end though. 3 games straight. Their second straight sweep of the regular season. And against a team like Team Evo Thunder, who themselves have been pretty scary, a much scarier team than Mach 10 has been. They want to keep that, but they're not going to keep it there. Some bumps happen in front of that net there. QUP Dark just wasn't paying attention as... Oh, you see, Mocktard got pinballed into Goose, I think, and... Oh, that is going to be rough for QUP Dark, but... Again, this game, they've gotten a little slower. I think they're starting to feel the ill effects of that. They're definitely not prepared to play this at a slower pace. First goal really does set that tone of the game. Evo Thunder, the ones in control right now, is Risky. Ceiling pitch! Is it on? Oh, it is! Risky! Off the ceiling! And Team Evo Thunder rain from above! Two goals up in the final minute. Risky, one of the best goals of the season so far. And what a time for it too. Team Evo Thunder needed every reason to get confident at the end of this game. They've finally been able to crack the code of QUP Dark. But 30 seconds left. QUP still has another answer. Mocktard just blocks Blazing Yeti on the open net. And things can only seem to get worse for QUP. Goose. His controls. Triple up. Everybody going, but it's dumped away. Nobody back. Tries in. Not able to make this 5-2, but he won't need to make it that way. Team Evo Thunder will take game 3. And the reverse sweep run for Team Evo may have begun just now. Very reminiscent of what we saw last time they played. When they got their win over Next to New. Next to New, I think, had to make a reverse sweep in that series to stay alive, and just couldn't do it in Game 5. Game 3, what a turnaround for Team Evo Thunder. That early goal really making all the difference for them, it feels. And that ceiling pinch, as I said, maybe one of the best goals we'll see all season on this stream. Don't get goals like that very, very often. And for Team Evo Thunder, setting themselves apart now. Game 3 will be theirs, but can they do this again in Game 4? That early goal really set them straight. are not able to score first here, they're going to be in a world of trouble. I know for QUP Dark, they won't be happy with their performance game 3. They slowed down far too much! They're not slowing down here! Blazing Yeti! And all of a sudden this series has turned into a highlight reel! And there's nothing stopping more goals from raining in. Blazing Yeti scores first for QUP, and as I said, that spells trouble for Team Evo. As Lucky, off the back wall, tries in. Nothing in front, nobody to stop him, and it's 1-1 each. The demos, the Chaos, QUP Dark are not ready for that. And again, as they've had to slow down, that's when those bumps and demos have taken full effect. That effect still can be felt as Moktard, that pinch going nowhere, tries in, cleared out by Goose. Lucky. Oh, he's off the ceiling. Blazing Yeti able to save this one away. There's time. Still plenty of it, but it feels like it's slowed down between both these teams. Even as the gameplay has picked up. Moktard. Kept out by Risky. Goose. Risky. Team Evo Thunder. This is their chance to attack. That's off the post. Willie Lucky couldn't reach it. The Evo Thunder, that was a huge missed opportunity. Lucky didn't know that net was open. Had he known, I'm sure this would be 2-1 for Team Evo. Instead, QUP Dark holding tight on defense, but it's Team Evo Thunder who can take the lead here. Moktard. Only in the midfield as Goose gets past Lucky. Off the ground, second touch, Goose. Not going to fool tries, and he was there every step of the way. In fact, he's going to find that clear, but Moktard sends it back. Goose is up. Shot is his. Out in front. Net's wide open. And it's in for Moktard. 2-1 QUP Dark. And it's Goose who sees both defenders out. And it's QUP who will stay one step ahead of the competition. But tries in. Goose will keep it away, Team Evo. It's their chance to keep on the attack, but Blazing Yeti. Still, it's risky. Tryzen waiting back. He'll have to get back quickly. Goose doesn't get the shot. Tryzen's been demoed. And here's Moktard again. Saved by Lucky. Blazing Yeti. Net's open. Risky never even jumped for it. Had no chance to block. But with the shot wide, Evo Thunder with a little fortune. Midway through game 4. Risky. Lucky been dunked away. It's QUP. What a refreshing sign this game has been for both these teams. A true battle of the best of these players. And no one able to take a clear-cut lead as Risky. Stopped by Blazing Yeti. Tryzen. Moktard unable to get there. Goose. Risky beat by Blazing Yeti. Goose still on it. Lucky's been faked. The flick goes high. Tryzen unable to get there. And Moktard on the dunk. QUP Dark have insurance. And a little over 2 minutes to go. Time running low for Team Evo Thunder to keep the series going. Moktard. Blazing Yeti dunks this one through. This one another chance on, but it will be heading wide as Bison trying to clear this away. Evo Lucky. Team Evo Thunder. Well, the shining stars on Team Evo organization. What a test this has been for them. As Goose looking for number 4. Still hasn't scored yet this game, but I'm not going to complain at all about this one. We're up by 2. Defense is all that really matters at this point. For QUP Dark, as I've been corrected in chat. Thank you very much, chat, for letting me know, as Moktard unable to And the nets here, Team Evil Thunder. Unable to get the challenge there as Blazing Yeti inched around the corner, looking midfield! Oh, how on earth has he fit that in? Blazing Yeti! He had no chance to score there, yet he somehow found something. Or was it an own goal? Oh, it was. Tries it unlucky. Combining for an embarrassing giveaway. And QUP Dark. 3 goals up here. Is that the dagger in game 4? Goose. Well, he wants one more goal to go with. Surely that's the dagger. And surely that will determine the series. QUP Dark. 5-1. And I don't see any way Team Evil Thunder can come back from that. It all comes full circle. Game 1 ended 6-1. QUP Dark leading 5-1 right here in Game 4 to take the series. A minute to go. That 6th goal may not be very far behind. Moktard. QUP Dark. In a pretty celebratory mood that Game 3 was tougher for them. Team Evil Thunder had it in Game 3, but QUP Dark again brings such a much better amount of pace, much better chemistry, just a much better team coordination. Although they will be back in for Risky, so we won't be seeing a repeat of Game 1 at that scoreline. As QUP Dark made to put in a tumble win. And Team Evil Thunder are going to take advantage of that tumble, and they'll put in their second of the game, a little consolation goal to depart this series. And for Team Evil, their season has been a mixed bag of success. A team of players that you know can be at the top, that know each other. They've been unable to bring it all together here against a lot of teams, many of which are higher ranked than they are. Team Evil Thunder's success this season, again, is one where you know this team can do better, can improve. They just haven't been able to find that extra edge. They will get another goal with 10 to go, but QUP Dark already just pretty happy. This has been a great series for them. It will end on Utopia Coliseum on Game 4. As the time ticks away, it is QUP Dark who will take the series. 3-1. Team Evil Thunder beat here. For QUP Dark. Oh, what we've got to see from this roster is what I've heard from them. People have mentioned just how good this team has been this season. And they definitely showed that. They've definitely proven to me that they're a team you gotta watch out when they inevitably make it to the playoffs with how they're playing this season. (3-1) series scoreline. QUP Dark. Again, I really am so excited to see how this will go. As, again, a 3-1 win. One sec, there we go. QUP Dark will be able to submit these results. Good on them. A 3-1 victory. They even mentioned that was at their sub as well. Yeah, that was not their starting roster. Derek Ilya was not available here. They had Mokhtar playing instead, so just to know. You're new to this. Well, welcome in. Nice to see you there. Swap Chris, I'm assuming. Welcome in, my friend. Nice to see you. You joined this Buddy stream a little bit late, but later tonight, starting at 7 p.m. Eastern, we're gonna have the ATS Paradise Cup 2v2 we're going to showcase. If you want to see that, a $200 tournament on its final day of action. We're going to be seeing everything from the lower bracket to the top 4. So go join us for that. You will be able to see a grand final crowned on this stream. But again, for us, shout out to QUP Dark on that win. We're going to find someone who is live right now. We will go here. Thank you all so much for joining the Sportiest stream and the Rocket League Splash Series. Shout out to our sponsors, Gamers on TV, Invisible Entertainment, Latin 7 Gaming, Hey Scarf Gang, purchase and reselling claim to fame for supporting this league. But for now, we're going to raid out. Thank you all so much for joining the Sportiest stream. Have an amazing rest of your day. We'll see you guys later tonight for that tournament.